How's it going, guys? My name is Alex.
Good evening.
And are you excited for yet another clickbait video, maybe for your liking? This is a pretty astonishing news, and that's not all. There's also Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro concepts. Why are they appearing on Twitter, and why all your favorite YouTubers are rushing to make a video about this to get clicks and monetize these videos? This is pretty easy. These cards and the commentary to card, in fact some video as well, appeared in the Chinese version of the game. So of course Konami announced this legend, so you see this package behind Van Broncos. They announced an image that there's gonna be more 30th anniversary and celebration cards to be revealed soon. And obviously they are gonna be hosting a special event celebrating, not celebrating, but just announcing eFootball 26, showing the new gameplay feature. That other event for celebrating 30th anniversary was a little bit of a failure. Like, it was never supposed to be probably announcement about the game. It was like showing some sneak peeks, but it didn't really show anything. Now, with the Chinese version, it's a completely different game. It is not a gacha, like gambling game, because China doesn't allow, like, I think gambling in through microtransactions or like on packs. And that's why people get these cards in a different way. And there's a lot of different cards appear. There are some very fun skins that you can apply on your cards. You cannot really say that, oh, it appeared in Chinese version and now it's going to appear in our version just a few months later. But the idea is that someone pointed out to me that when this Ronaldinho concept appeared and I made this like a concept, right? This user said that they have been added to the Chinese database, not European database. And if you look at a lot of the players they brought out, either came a lot earlier or didn't come to European service. And interestingly enough, we received these Scholes, we received this Ronaldinho, and we received this Luis Figo, and we received this Stojkovic. So all of these players that I posted on my Insta before the cards released, they appeared because they were in the Chinese, allegedly, quote-unquote database. Will John Terry, right, out of like what we see in this trailer, right, this commentary. So it just sounds. But will John Terry and Thierry Henry appear? The odds are pretty high, given that they appeared, they had already a partnership with Konami, right? They appeared on the cover of PlayStation 2 Pro Evolution Soccer 5. I'm not sure about Cristiano though, like Cristiano would be too optimistic just because there's his involvement in another game like UFL. It's not like it's impossible to obtain that license, it's only the question of time. I wouldn't be rushing making these concepts, of course, but I'm just saying that these cards can appear. In terms of like the cards that actually will appear and they were announced at the event, we will see Joe Bellingham 98 rated cards dropping very soon in a Showtime pack. Connect event that will happen, right? At which they will explain how this link up with manager works. So I think it's pretty easy. Like, for instance, you have a manager, right? And your manager is Rijkaard, and he used to manage in this one. This is a Barcelona Rijkaard. So if I have Barcelona players like Frankie de Jong in my team, if I have like up to like 2 players or up to 3 players in my team, they will get a boost from that manager just because that manager trained Barcelona. So that's my idea how it will work. It will not be chemistry links, which I would actually be very happy to see, so that it will make your squad building a little bit more tougher. That's what Ultimate Team used to have in 2015 and 16. And the moment Ultimate Team, I think, lost chemistry links, I think that's the first sign of like, and first downfall of EA in the eyes of like the hardcore fans. Zoomer still will continue playing that gacha game as well. I mean, and look, it's also eFootball is also a gacha game, so I'm not just saying that. It's just for me a little bit more realistic football. That's why I'm playing it, and that's why probably I started the channel like this. For the big times, it feels like we got completely shafted. Like, it's not like I'm entitled to get one, right? I'm not saying that Konami, I want to get a legend. My team is stacked. I'm just confused as to like why are you releasing a big time event, right? And it ends in 7 days, where you give free tries, and there is no guarantee to get one. And I didn't get one, right? So why are we releasing a pack like that? And not even, like, why are you teasing me? For 2 weeks it was locked, and then it's unlocked, and now I use my free tries. I religiously completed all the events. I played against AI, played against PvP, got my Ws, and I'm not getting a card. So can I buy it? Can I buy? I want this Roberto Carlos. I saved some coins. Can I buy him for 1,000 coins? You want money? I can give you that, or like equivalent of money, coins. Like, what's the purpose of releasing a pack that you don't give me a card to? So I assume if Konami is thinking with this part of their body, they should give us a guaranteed free try, regardless of what the attendees of the event, you know, that big thing that happened there. Like people who scanned the special QR code, they got a free try. Obviously, that code was from the event that was leaked to Reddit or like whatever, Twitter, and instantly many people across the globe claimed their special card. And people who were a little bit late to do the registration process, they crashed the site and I couldn't go through the login process. They received absolutely nothing. So in that regard, a little bit annoying. And of course, you've seen this 15 legends in this pack on Monday. You could have pulled anyone. It was just a pure lucky try. I got myself Oliver Kahn. And I think they're gonna be dropping exactly the same pack. If it is the case, you can freely go for Bale, for Blitz colors from the footage I've seen. For the Rooney card, I would say just like collector's item. And Kaka is just like also collector's item. You won't be feeling like you received a phenomenal, insane card, even though it will work for you, man. It will work. But if your team is stacked like mine, I think you're like kind of like reluctant, right? You don't really want to get Kaka. It's just difficult to feed him, or Puyol for that matter. So if I were you, right, if there is something to pick from this selection, it would be either Kahn or Cannavaro, right? It depends on your like how you improve in your team. I got Cannavaro for free, like from the other pack, not for free from saved coins. But Kahn, I got this from this free try. And if I were to like pick one card, I would pick a Blitz scorer to my team, so that it's like another dimension to my team. He would be playing alongside Pele. Pele a little bit more agile, better dribbling, can win headers. Bale can win headers, good dribbling, good stunning shots as well. And Batistuta is, of course, also there just in case if Bale has bad condition prior to the game. Even though he shouldn't, he will be getting, at worst, yellow arrow. So there you go. And speaking of the builds, maybe some people have missed my previous videos. I did the builds again for you. And this would be Kaka. Like again, phenomenal passing skill is there. So right, Carlos Puyol, I think he doesn't get any special skill, and that's a little bit L, and he's slow. For a destroyer, a little bit slow, and I don't really want to butcher the card to give him like 90 pace. It's probably pretty much impossible. For Casillas, the stats look alright. Some people suggest to give him a little bit more reach, try an experiment, because he's short. I gave him 93 jump as well. So, I mean, I don't know. It feels like it's a good goalkeeper on paper. Garage Bale, from the clips that I've seen, he can take a standing shot, he can curl from different angles. It's just like he'll be a little bit clunky, so to ensure that he is not, my build has 85 balance and 85 dribbling, right? So I downgraded, I think, speed. Or I think I downgraded physicality, yeah. I don't really need, it would be nice. Most people gave 4 points to physicality, I want 85 dribbling instead. Oliver Kahn, that's my build, fantastic goalkeeper. You've seen the footage from a previous video. Paul Scholes, it's a nice card for collectors, I think. Dragan Stojkovic. And like some of these cards will perform better in the stats suggest. You see 85 speed. You don't really need that much of a speed in the middle of the park. It's nice, of course, to have 90, but people are complaining that Scholes is slow. I think it's not the case. You have the passing, you have the dribbling, you have a little bit of balance too. So I think he'll be performed. This Diego Forlan, starting 11 material, don't hesitate to pick him up. I think he doesn't have phenomenal finishing though, so that's a little bit an L, but he has that kicking power, crazy, 99 man, stunning shots, boom. And then Martin Caceres, this is a defensive build, which you probably can use as a center back, him without playstyle activated, also, or as a right back or left back, but with the defensive instruction on, so that he is not pushing. But you can still even use him as an attacking fullback with this build. It can work, man. But this is the attacking fullback build for Caceres. It's a very nice card, and he has that forcer skill, additional skill that kind of like mythical skill. It boosts your overall team's performance in defense. And there is Bebeto. Now, Bebeto is him. Like, there is absolutely no hesitation whether you should pull Bebeto or not. It's just absolutely insane card. Like, the moment I shown you the clips, man. So if you remember, that was a game where I made a comeback. I was losing 3-1 in this game, 4-1, and I won 5-4. And this is the type of goals that Bebeto was scoring. He scored 3 goals. He just appeared out of nowhere in the right position. First shot, not even a stunning shot, and it's a goal. 3 goals in the 30 in-game minutes. That's how easy it is to score with Bebeto. I mean, every time I face him, I'm scared now. Now this Xabi Alonso, that good orchestrator, his role is not to be like your sole defensive player, but I would play him alongside someone like Vieira or like Rodri, you know. Danielson, cross specialist. This is probably the worst card just because of the playstyle. I'm not a big fan of crossing, and this build is mostly for center midfielder position, attacking midfielder position, or second striker, depending on what you get. I would play him attacking midfielder or second striker without playstyle activated, and give him attacking instructions so that he acts like a homemade whole player, right? And he has great dribbling for that, great pace and great balance. Your opponent is not ready for that explosiveness, and he has that finishing a little bit, and of course low pass 88, more than enough in my opinion. Fabio Cannavaro, this is the Cannavaro I've been using. Look, he made me look good on console. Like, I'm not even doing anything. He just clears every header. Just look at this. Cannavaro is contesting a header against Holland, and he wins it somehow. Maybe first week bug, but he still wins headers for me. You can try with this build. You can try defensive, also a dueling booster to boost maybe acceleration instead of speed, and it will boost, I think, tackling instead of engagement. Yeah, but it will also boost jump too. So yeah, all of this will work. This Oliver Kahn, this is my build. I feel like 90 jump is not necessary, but I like to have it if I have an opportunity to. He's 188, so not the tallest. So every goalkeeper who is under 190, I won't have 90 jump just to save those Blitz colors. And Marco van Basten. Now this is a fantastic card. There is no need to give him 95 finishing. It's just like, I decided why not to. I want to see if that 80 curl, right? I want to see that 80 curl. That's why it has 95. But you can even downgrade that to 90, 92 maybe, right? And give more dribbling. That could be another build. That could be a fantastic build too. So these are the cards that are available were available on the Monday. But will we see these cards, the same selection tomorrow? Is the question. For me, I think Cannavaro and Kahn, it just depends on your team. You know, there's no ranking because it's all ranking depending on your team. Blitz or Bale is the card that I'm picking myself. I have decided. I've seen some footage of my friends and online, and I've seen the stats. I built the card. I feel like it's just a Gareth Bale card. It will improve my Spanish events team for the purpose of, like, if you already have a Blitz and you need to improve your defense, Cannavaro is hands down the best card there. And then, of course, Oliver Kahn is fantastic goalkeeper from, like, it's a top 3 goalkeeper. There's Schmeichel, Cech, Oliver Kahn. And then, of course, there's Showtime Milinkovic, Savic probably. Yeah, he's good too, but like he is always in big condition. So that means that you're not getting anything else than yellow arrow. So you shouldn't be worried about your second goalkeeper sitting on the bench. Just in case, you can place your favorite cards here without like having any duplicate additional goalkeepers on your bench. That is the video. I hope you enjoyed this update, and I'll see you next time.